Guava. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? Good to see you. You never see this stuff until you cut the camera on, do you? This is your last warning. This is for everybody. If I don't care which way you're going on this situation, this is a last ditch effort for everybody. There we go. It's a last ditch effort for everybody to snap out of it. It doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank. It doesn't matter how much money you make on your job. It doesn't matter how many, what fashion clothes you have anymore. How you doing, my Renaissance grandma? Patience saying, how you doing, Super Bubble? I'm gonna get right into this, okay? I want to say hello to everybody. Welcome in, Guava. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there because I really don't want to be on here that long. I really want to get this out while it's on my head. For everybody that think that they're going to be okay because you have enough money. If you think you're going to be okay because you have some sort of savings account, if you think you're going to be okay because you've invested in all kind of financial moves like 401ks and retirement plans, if you think all of that is okay, and you think because you drive a Mercedes or a BMW and you live in $1 million neighborhood that you're going to be okay, you will be the first to catch hell. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and they see what's going on, and no, they did not vote for this, but they think that they're going to be okay because they drive a exotic car. They think that they're going to be okay because they live in a nice neighborhood. They think that they're going to be okay because they have financial investments. They think that they're going to be okay because they have money saved up in their bank accounts. They do not think that any of this will affect them because they are financially superior to a lot of us. And I said to myself, no, I didn't say to myself, I said to them, what on God's green earth makes you think that you're safe? Out of all the people that this is affecting right now, you think that your money can get you out of this right now? You think that your income is somebody is going to look over you because you're doing a little bit better than the rest of the status quo. And it made me think, number one, I don't have to say this conversation didn't last long with me. I ended the conversation because I'm not trying to talk sense into anybody. I'm curious. I'm not trying to talk sense into anyone anymore. I am just curious on what on God's green earth makes you think that you are untouchable. And you know the people that I keep running into, why they keep thinking that they're untouchable is because they have money. The funny thing about that is the people that I know personally that have money have no skills. Like no skills. You got money, but you have no skill set. If you really truly got put out of your home, those are the people that will probably end up brushing their teeth with a Glock. Okay? Let me see. The dollar is about to go into hyperinflation. Just look at the price of gold, right? And counting gold, bro. Listen. I don't care about. This ain't got nothing to do with you. But everybody always talking about gold and silver. Man, your gold and silver, that does not pertain to everybody. Everybody keeps saying, buy gold and silver, buy gold and silver. They are not talking to you. Your gold is meaningless. All you end up doing, and I mean this for all the people that invest in gold and silver, gold and silver. If I was selling this house I'm not going to get the money that it's worth because I'm me. And if somebody else was selling this house, they would get way more money because they are them. If you don't understand it, I'm going to just leave that right there. Everybody keeps saying invest in gold and silver. Where are you cashing it in at? And why on God's green earth do you think that you are going to get the same payout for those precious metals as this dude over here? When they get a look at your face, you will not receive the high price that it is worth. Just like when you sell your house, you sell your car, you sell something on Facebook Market, soon as they see your face, they start to talk you down. And listen, the word spreads fast. So I always say this, and if you want to invest in precious metals, knock yourself out. You can't eat that. You cannot eat it. If you want to invest in all of those type of things, good luck. Because what's being shown to you right now is they'll take it from you. Like they'll never give you what it's worth. Um, you'll never get what it's worth. You can't even get in contact. Um, you can't even get in contact with the right kind of people where you're supposed to be selling that kind of stuff to get what it's actually worth. They don't want to have no dealings with you. None. They want to talk to hustlers, thieves, and crooks so they can get something for nothing. The people that really give the money they don't want to talk to you. I know this one particular guy on YouTube. Well, I used to. I don't deal with him no more. But he used to save up so much silver. He used to invest all his money into this silver, and he's saving it, saving it, saving it, saving it. And the reason why me and him don't talk no more because he was trying to tell me purchasing gold and silver was more important than purchasing food and storing it away. And I said, listen, man, me and you, we ain't on the same path at all. Like as a matter of fact, me and this guy years ago kept butting heads about. I'm talking about growing your garden and storing food, and he telling people, no, if you invest in silver now, it'll be worth this in a year. I said, listen, man, you go your way, and I'm gonna go mine. I ain't got no hard feelings about him at all. None. Hey, bro, good, more power to you. But we are on two entirely separate pathways, and the information that you're sharing with my audience, you need to go share that with your audience because, to me, you can't eat that. And when the shit hit the fan, you can't take all of that with you. And when the shit hit the fan, now you're going to be trying to sell your precious metals to your enemy. The same people that hate you are the people that are in the exchange market to cash you out. You know what? I'm growing food right behind me in this greenhouse, right? I don't have to talk to anybody about that. I don't have to I don't have to negotiate anything about growing food in this garden. I don't have to go to a special meeting and meet up with some special people in a dark back room to talk about the prices on anything I'm growing in this greenhouse or in my garden. Nobody. When you're dealing with precious metals, you're dealing with a serious business. And you got to go deal with serious people. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of them is crooked and dirty and crooks. They are not trying to be straight up with you. They're doing just like you. They're trying to get something for nothing. You trying to get thousands of dollars for a shiny rock, and so are they. They're trying to get thousands of dollars for a shiny rock by giving you and selling you a rock. Shit. And you like, man, I don't smoke. You're not the kind of person they want to be dealing with. It's crazy to me to think that with all the warnings surrounding us right now, you don't get it. People don't get it, man. I'm going to tell you what I did. I can't tell you what to do. I will tell you this. Patient Saint say, I invested in a freeze dryer. There you go. Now you talking. Here's, just so I can prove to you, just so I can give you proof. If money becomes worthless, just what can you get for gold? They're not exchanging it for food. But as you see, the price goes up and down for precious metals. So you'll never know what the real price of it is in the first place. If they tell you one day that, you know, the price on gold is $2 an ounce, that's what it is. You don't know any better. If you wake up in the morning and they say, just like now, the price of gold is something like $4,000 an ounce, then that's what it is. But if you go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and they tell you in the morning your gold is $4 an ounce, that's what it is. So you have no right to tell nobody what you demand for your precious metals. But for this garden, for this food, you control everything. You control the outcome of that food. And that's what people don't understand. You know what? To invest in precious metals, gold, silver, whatever it is, you have to invest a lot of money. You have to invest a lot of money, a startup, right? For me to grow all of these fruit trees and all of this fruit, um, how much money I gotta spend? About $2. If you go and you plant I'm gonna show you, cause I got proof. I got proof for you right now. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you proof. You wanna see my proof? You see them two green things right there? I bought mangoes. What was it? Four for $5 mangoes. And I'm not gonna disturb them, but the roots are longer than my fingers. So I planted them in dirt. So when those get bigger, they will give you fruit for the rest of your life. Here's another one. Mango. It's growing, and it's growing so strong, I didn't want to remove it from the napkin, right? So I just planted the whole dang on thing. Now I got avocados and mangoes in there that I grew from seed that's going to fruit and give me food. How much did it cost me? 4 seeds for $5. And I'm here to tell everybody, come here. I'm here to tell everybody, that's the proof. That's the real proof. Okay, here's the other proof. This proof just goes beyond recognition. You're being warned and you ain't listening. Here's the other proof. We got a lot of countries that's fighting one another right now, right? These other countries are over there destroying one another. How many people agree with that? We seeing it on the news every day. How many people seeing these other countries that's fighting one another and they're destroying one another? They're destroying civilians, they're destroying soldiers, they're literally taking people off the face of the earth. How many people know exactly what I'm talking about? Okay. One country cut off the food supply to another country. How many people know about that? This one country cut off the food supply for another country. That country is starving literally to death. Literally. Women, children, and babies are perishing because they don't have food or water. Literally. When you really know and seen war with your own eyes, or if you have been in a war zone, and just because I say war don't mean you got a Gatolina in your hand and you out there shooting. I'm talking about if you from the hood and you've seen a war-torn city block, or your neighborhood is war-torn where it's drive-bys and stuff, you know what's the most important thing? Food. They do not care about precious metals. They do not care about your investments. You want to hear something else? I told you, they don't even care about money, because with your money, you can't buy anything. Your bank account, if you have $40 million in the bank, don't mean jack if they just blew your bank up. If they just blew your bank up, your bank account means zero. Your money can't help your family members because you can't buy no food if there's no food. So what is your money doing? I'm going to give a stark warning to everybody, not just gardeners, not just homesteaders, not just farmers. I'm going to give a warning to everybody. Everybody got their bug out bags. Everybody is prepped up and ready to go at moment's notice. If you aren't, you should be. Go and stock up a whole bag or suitcase full of seeds. That's all I can say. Things that grow fast, like lettuce, turnips, collards, name something else that grows really, 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 really fast. And don't say microgreens, because microgreens ain't nothing but premature, everything else I'm naming. If you go stock radish, yep, said that, radish said it, yep, lettuce, radish, kale, collards, mustards, all your leafy greens, all of your leafy greens. Beans, that's a good one. Beans grow fast, okay? Tomato, cucumber, take a minute, but yes. Bell pepper, take a minute, but bell pepper needs heat. Tomatoes and bell pepper need a lot of heat. So that's kind of like, Name something else that'll grow in the winter. It'll grow in the summer. It'll grow no matter. Bok choy is a good one. Grows fast and it likes the cold. It likes a little bit of heat. So it'll grow wherever. Cauliflower takes a while. Cauliflower takes a good minute to get charred is a good one. Carrots is a good one. Potatoes, potatoes is tricky, because you got to take potatoes with you. Spinach is a good one. Lettuce is good. I'm telling y'all right now, go stock your seeds up. Get your seeds and put them in your bug out bag. Or just have a bug out bag full of seeds. Not food and water. I wouldn't worry so much about water, because if you have to get up and get out and leave, you ain't taking all this water with you. What you need is water filtration, okay? Water filtration. That's a good one, TLC. Micro tomatoes, like what is those? Thousand Sweetheart tomatoes, and those little cherry tomatoes, excellent, because they grow fast and they give you a lot of food. Okay? Don't say not microgreens, because microgreens is nothing more than immature of everything else we talking about. And here's the thing, if you keep eating microgreens, you kill the plant eventually. You can't keep doing that. Bean sprouts is the same thing. You know, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna eat one time and then you're gonna be done. We gotta think about longevity. Okay, those things are brilliant, but not in this situation. We got to think about longevity. That's the name of the game here. What's going to grow and keep growing? Lettuce. You can keep cutting on lettuce. You can keep. We're not talking about that. We're talking about food. We're not talking about medications. We're talking about food. Okay. Celery is an excellent one. Celery is an excellent one. Okay. Water tablets is medication. Oh. Right. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I read that wrong. Yes. Your water tablets, purification, ways to purify water, ways to filter water, because you can find water just about anywhere, but you can't take it with you, right? That's a good one. Thank you for that. Can't see your name, but green onions, garlic grows really fast. Not microgreens. Not microgreens at all. That's not a longevity. Soon as you keep on picking off the microgreens, they die off. If you don't let them get their third, second flush of leaves, they're dead. You eat one good time off of microgreens. That's why I never do it. Patients say have a couple of battery filters. Okay. So, chives, excellent, excellent. I don't know what that is. Tatsoi and arugula. Okay, if they grow fast, I'm not. Cilantro is a good one. Let's talk about our herbs: cilantro, basil, thyme, lemongrass. Uh, um, what did I say? Basil, chia. Okay, scallions. Yes, that's a good one. Scallions. I've had a bucket of green onions for the last 6 years in the same bucket. I never touch them, and they come back every year without fail. Rosemary, I don't even water them. Oregano, rosemary, excellent. Those things are die hard, right? Yams, no, yams not sweet potatoes. Yams is straight root potato. No, it don't matter. Either one is good, because after you grow that potato, you got a whole nother. You had tons of strings of vines that you can regrow over and over and over again. Asparagus takes too long. That takes years. Parsley, mint, yes, mint, parsley, elephant ear, no. It depends on which elephant ear you're talking about, because you can only eat the root. Okra is a good one. The only problem with okra needs a lot of heat to grow properly, and it takes a long time before that thing really takes off. Stevia is a good one. Radishes is a good one. Carrots is a good one. I'm just putting stuff in our heads. Squash needs heat. Squash needs heat. So I'm looking for things that can go either way. Swiss chard. I'm looking for things that can take a little heat and take a little cold. Okay. Cabbage is a good one, but cabbage takes so long. Bok choy is excellent. Bok choy is excellent. Okay. All we doing right now is warning each other. Cilantro is a good one. Yams you can leave in the ground, harvest anytime. Absolutely. If you plant yams down deep, or sweet potatoes, they keep on growing. Those sweet potatoes that I planted and I harvested about a month or so ago, they're still growing again. They're back growing again in those same containers. Cabbages, that's a good one. And for people to talk about cabbages, the big heads of cabbage, I would stay away from those and go with my favorite. What is they called? They little cabbages. Dang, I can't even get the name of them right now. Brussels sprouts. Go with Brussels sprouts. Ginger, turmeric, that's excellent. Can't go wrong with kale, peas, and chard. That's excellent. Kohlrabi is a good one. Kale is a good one. That's right. Keep them coming. Butternut squash, that needs a little bit of heat. Turnips. Sugar cane. Sugar cane is actually a good one. Sugar cane is a good one. Um, so, okay. Turnip greens. Yes, turnips is excellent. Sunchoke. I've never grown that, so I wouldn't know on that one, okay? Peanuts is a good one. Peanuts is a good one. We used to grow peanuts right here at this house, and they grow like with zero effort. Beets is a good one. Come on, Rottweiler. Come on, Rottweiler. I know they came in hot, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here real quick and I'm gonna show y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to do a Laird Farmer field trip with y'all real quick. Okay? This is what I'm gonna do. Is y'all down for a Laird Farmer field trip? I'm gonna try to show you what we've been doing. I got oranges up here about ready to come off probably next month, around November. They's real slow this year. I got tons of persimmons, passion fruit. I still got jujubes, uh, mangoes. What else we got? What else we got? Me and my wife spent all day today digging. Hey, let me tell y'all something else. If you have any trees or plants or shrubs that don't do the cold well, bring them in. If you have banana plants planted in the ground, but every year they die back, dig a couple of them up. We dug up a bunch of bananas. We dug up a bunch of plantains. I dug up some angel trumpet plants. I dug up a bunch of stuff today. Hell, I'm fresh out the shower right now. If you see my eyes is red, it's because I got all that soap in my eyes. I'm telling you, I just can't believe this, man. I got one pomegranate still hanging on over here. One pomegranate. And it's like, they warning all of us and ain't nobody listening. They keep telling us what's the problem and ain't nobody listening. You wanna see something else I did? Let me show you. Let me show you something else I did real quick. I went on ahead and brought me 5 chickens to the house. I'm about to expand my chicken operation. I'm gonna have chickens back here again and chickens on Freedom Acres because I don't know what's going on. You see that? I got the short cage. I got 2 of these short cages of the ones I got out of, my big ones at Freedom Acres. I had 2 of these and I just put this one together. And I brought 5 of the girls here and I left the rest, but I'm about to expand all of it. You see that tank I got? I'm building a little chicken coop out of that water tank. This ain't no joke. I told y'all I would never buy another greenhouse after we had that long one. I said I would never do that again. I said I would never pamper plants again. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. And I'm talking to myself. You know why? Because they putting us in a situation that we ourselves can't get out of, right? If you ain't growing citrus right now, you need to, because you need that. You need vitamin C in your body. I just gotta tell y'all this. If they I just want to put something real on your mind and on your heart. If they shut everything down, how are you gonna heat your home during the winter? How are you gonna get water? I was in Costco a few days ago. I was looking at the price. I was looking at the price of everything, really. I walked out of Costco with a bag of coffee. I walked out of Costco with a bag of coffee because everything was so astronomically priced. I'm talking about to the cheapest stuff down to chicken legs. They're making it so you can't even afford it. You're not going to be able to buy nothing with your gold and your silver. I've been telling everybody, you better start growing this stuff yourself. Stop thinking that you gonna always be able to go to the doggone store and grab something. Cause you ain't, I said this a long time ago and I say it all the time. Listen to this. Your money don't mean nothing if it's nothing there to buy. Your money don't mean jack if it's nothing there to buy. Do you agree with that? All that money you got won't mean a thing if there's nothing there to buy. Right now, the food is expensive. In a minute, there will be no food. Listen to me. This how much these folks care about you. As of November 1st, everybody that's on any sort of government assistance will be cut off. If you are receiving SNAP benefits, you will be cut off. And most people that I know that is on SNAP benefits, and because they get so little, they have broken it down so low over the years that you receive the minimum to the point you are literally eating month to month. Like, hey, you can't eat all of this. They think that just because you on SNAP benefits that you eating good, you eating lobsters and steak. And I wish they stopped saying that bullshit, because that's bullshit. I'm not talking about the scam artists. I'm talking about the average Joe, which is most of the people, is living check to check. I'm telling you, they eating hot dogs and beans. And for some reason, all of these people keep talking about good for them. All the people getting cut off of SNAP benefits. All the people that's getting cut off of welfare. Good, because they eating good while we going to work every day. Man, they eating slop. We keep spreading the lie of they in there eating lobster, steak, shrimp, big old grocery carts full of food, and all of this stuff that the average worker can't afford. They think that the people on SNAP benefits is going in stores and buying and trading their food stamps for money and being able to buy Air Jordans and stuff like that. What y'all being misled on is those are the scam artists. The scam artists, this what's the word I'm looking for? That's hacking into the system and knowing people that work at these places and getting passcodes to be able to get that kind of money. This ain't your average Joe. You got a handful of doggone criminals doing this stuff, but they paint the broad brush across and say, everybody that's receiving SNAP benefits are eating steak, shrimp, and lobster. Because we saw somebody get caught on the news and they had $40,000 worth of SNAP benefits on their card. Those were scam artists. Those were not 99% of the people on SNAP benefits. I hate when people play with words. And that's what's happening now. Everybody is being fooled by sweet words. You give one example. And then everybody is all up in arms before they even go out and reach out and do research. This all welfare people are welfare queens. And forgetting that they mama used to be on welfare to help raise them. They forget that they mama still on welfare while they living good. They also forget that they aunt is still on welfare. They also forget that they grandmama on welfare in a nursing home. They forget that the government is assisting their whole damn family, and just because they made it out, that everybody that didn't, or what do they call it, pull it up by their bootstraps. If you can't do that, then you need to get got, man. Let me get off that, because I'm going to go deep. I don't want to go that deep. You've been warned over and over and over again, and over and over again. And everybody keep thinking this is a damn joke. Everybody's still kicking it. See, I still hear people doing dumb stuff every day. I can't understand it. And like I told my wife, batten down the hatches, batten down the hatches, because the same people that ain't doing nothing right now is going to be the same people knocking at our door. And everybody, listen, you may not think so, but I know so. I'm a kind-hearted man. I am. God is my witness. Deep down, I'm a kind-hearted man. But I ain't no punk, though. It's a difference. It's a thin line between a kind-hearted individual and a pushover. And people get that line blurred a lot. And I'm telling you right now, if you are a pushover or a pacifist, if you're a kind of person that let people get over on you all the time and you scared to speak up for yourself, you are going to become the biggest victim right now, because everybody is on the take. And right now, listen, my heart goes out to people that ain't got it. My heart goes out to all of these great people and everything. But if you can't show me that you on one accord with me, I have nothing for you. If you ain't showing me that you've been stocking all your stuff and you've been trying to prepare and you've been getting your family together and you've been doing everything in your power to be ready, but just say something popped off and happened, you got my help. But if you just one of these people out here that think this gonna blow over and then it all boil down and you have to come knock on my door, I have nothing for you. And you would think that that's cruel. It's not. It's not. And it's coming to a time where all of you bleeding hearts out there, you're gonna have to get a little cruel. You're gonna have to get a little funky. You're going to have to say that word that nobody wants to hear. And you know what that is? No. Absolutely not. No, you cannot. No, I will not. You better get used to those words. If you don't know how to tell people no right now, you better look in the mirror and practice. Because it's coming down to a point. Listen to me, listen. Next month, you're gonna have millions. I don't think this go through people's freaking head. Next month, this country will have millions of people with nothing. Did you hear me? You will have millions of Americans with nothing. No food, no water, no way to pay they rent, no way to pay their lights, gas, and water, none of that. You next month, listen, let me hurt your feelings a little bit more. During the holiday season when everybody is normally gathering and families is happy or whatever, you mean to tell me you're gonna cut government assistance off in the time that the country needs it the most? Let's not forget, it's going to be cold out here. And when it gets cold, you spend more money trying to stay warm. Gone. So let me just give you a little reminder just in case you don't know. While you're wondering what your baby is going to eat, if you're wondering, look, nope, before I go there, I got to take it down one more notch. I'm not even gonna put your grandmama in it, because your grandmama done lived a long life, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying grandmama been here, she done did it. What about all of these newborns that was born this year? What are they eating? All of these newborn infants under 1 year old, what are they eating? Everybody is bitching and moaning about what are the kids in school going to eat. And trust me, that's horrible. That's fucking horrible. What are these infants going to eat? That's, that drink Similac and all of these powdered milks and these milk supplements. What are they going to eat? I said it's kids in school too, but we worried about kids that can pretty much probably, kids will be able to do something. That's bad. That's bad. But I'm talking about you got babies that can't even walk and talk yet. See, the kids not eating in school is one thing. But with babies that can't walk and talk yet, that's cold, man. That's cold. And you want to know the slap in the face? The slap in the face is they've already told you nobody's getting any money next month. Good luck with yourself. But the slap in the face is, I ain't got nothing better to do but tear down the White House and build a $300 million ballroom. A $300 million ballroom that you will never see the inside of. A $300 million ballroom that he said his private investors invested to help him build it. Who do you think, his private investors are? I'll tell you. Me and you. Me and you is his private investors. No, it's not Amazon. It's me and you. He don't got no damn. You know what? He play with words all the time. Private, meaning I'm not telling you. Investors, meaning us, our tax-paying dollars. What a slap in the face. To fire everybody, arrest everybody, lay off everybody, shut the government down, losing millions if not billions of dollars per day, and then start up a project like you about to build you a garden in everybody's face. The farmers are going under. He basically told the farmers, you know what, you can go kiss your own ass. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Correct me. Correct me. He just told the farmers, y'all need to be grateful for me screwing you over. He telling y'all better stop complaining so much. Did you hear his words? He's telling the farmers that have no crops, no money, no food, no seeds, nothing inside, and you took away all their workers. He telling the farmers, y'all better be grateful. Basically saying, you better be lucky I didn't have you thrown on that bus too and shipped off out of the country. He said, I ain't gonna name that country, but he said that that country, they need this money, billions of dollars. They're hurting so bad over there, so we gotta help them. So I'm gonna send them billions of dollars. He sent billions of dollars over to that other country this week, while our farmers are losing everything, while all of our business went to another country. Like, even if they bailed the farmers out, you don't have anybody to sell it to. You don't have anybody to give that to. Can you stop talking in caps, please? Please stop doing that. I don't want to start removing stuff, so please remove that for me, okay? If you just talk to all in caps, please take that off. Said Leg, give us the best survival food. Thanks. 5 best survival foods. Ooh, that's a tough one. There really is no such thing. The reason why I say there's no real such thing as 5 of the best survival foods is because if you don't have any skill set to grow or capture any of it, then you'll still be on the losing spectrum. You know? No, it's really no such thing as 5 of the best survival foods. If you don't know how to grow it, if you don't know how to hunt it, if you don't know how to capture it, then it doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter. If you don't know how to grow beans, you screwed. That's why years ago I told everybody, it's all about your skill set. It's not about your supplies. It's not about the money that you store. It's not about the food that you store. It's about your skill set. Without skill set, somebody took it out of context and said, I told people not to save food. That is not what I said. I said skill set. That's my first and foremost. Before I start stocking food, I need to know how can I go hunt more? How can I grow more? How can I get more? Because storing food is like your bank account. It's going to run out, right? But there were certain people in the past that kept saying, yeah, he said don't store no food, don't stock no food. That's a lie, because I used to store and stock food years ago until it was floated away down this lake in a flood. And I'm sitting here looking stupid. If you don't know how to garden, if you don't know how to grow your own food, you're screwed. I'm meaning, I'm not joking, and you might think I'm being mean. If you don't know how to grow your own food by now, you are effed. People on every platform, on every single platform, has been warning everybody, and I'm just gonna start with the last 5 years. For 5 years, people have been warning each other back and forth on every platform, every social media platform, saying you gotta store your food, you gotta stock your food, you gotta learn how to garden, you gotta learn how to grow something, you got to. Because if you didn't learn anything from 2020, what planet have you been on? If you didn't learn anything from the year 2020, man, where have you been? We need to be growing our, I can't use that word here no more. We need to be growing things that help us. How many people need elderberry cuttings? Right, Sharon, they laughed at us. They thought we was crazy. They thought we was fools. How many people need elderberry cuttings? If you don't know what elderberry is, you better learn real quick. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna put up in a post, I'm gonna put it up right after this video. I got a bunch of elderberry cuttings that I'm about to sell. I'm about to open that back up on my website because I got a bunch of it. I'm gonna keep a lot of it this time though. But then I'm gonna sell off what I can, and I'm gonna tell you why. Did y'all see the man that they put in charge of the FDA? Worm brains. Are you listening to the conspiracies that he is spitting out his mouth? Telling you you don't need these medications. You don't need some of these things. All you need to go do is drink some pond water and you'll be fine. Did you hear this loon? Did you hear this fool? Okay. How many people have books on? I can't say this here, so I gotta be slick with my word. Remedies. How many people own a book on remedies, okay? And and herbs, okay? If you don't have a book to identify your herbs, get on Amazon or wherever you go, Barnes and Nobles or whatever you got to do, and you better go purchase you as many books as you can on herbs and healing. I can't say them both together. You need to go purchase books about herbs and remedies ASAP. ASAP. Because this food is crazy. You going into a hospital and they made it so you can't get the treatment that you get no more because this man is making this stuff law. You gonna end up on somebody's stretcher until your lights go out because of this food is something he just dreamed up out of his damn nightmares or on one of his high ass drug filled dreams. Right, please grow turmeric, grow garlic, grow elderberry, grow citrus, grow as much as you can. I'm not even kidding. Right, you might go to the hospital and not come out. Amen to that. So I'm gonna just tell y'all, matter of fact, I'm about to cut this diesel heater on because the temperature already dropping. Come on, pup. So y'all come with me real quick. If anybody is looking for elderberry cuttings, I'm gonna post them right now, okay? And y'all can order them. Because that's how bad this is. Let me cut this on. Let me cut this on real quick. Just so you see what I'm doing. I got my buckets of water in here. You see my buckets of water all throughout? That help keep it warm at night. It been dropping down to 46 and 45 degrees every night. And this how I've been keeping this going. And I'm gonna show y'all proof that all you need is a diesel heater. And these boys run all night. I ran this from 7 p.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. today. I had to cut it off. And I still had over 1/3 a tank of gas. And it was, I had it on medium. So I'm gonna just cut that back on. And you see I got that tube pointing at that. I got that tube pointing at that bucket. That heat gonna whip around that bucket, heat up that water, make it humid in here. I'm gonna come on in here, okay? This tube is pointing at this bucket. It whips around this bucket, heats up that water, makes that humidity come up, and then I got sour sop. Let me start out here. I got different kinds of avocado. Here's the avocado I grew from seed. Different kinds of citrus. I ain't gonna get into that. But I got different kinds of citrus, different kind of avocados. All this is avocados and mangoes, miracle berry. We got chocolate, cocoa. We got all kinds of stuff growing in here, right? And it's flourishing. Nothing is damaged. Nothing is damaged. All of this stuff, you see more tanks of water back here. That stays warm. We come in here and water it when it warm up, mist it off in here. And I said, I told my wife, this is how we gonna have to do it. Cause I'm not losing no more trees. I'm not losing nothing else. Let me do this. Go ahead, close it up. Cause it's cold right now. I bought 2 of these mugs. She said, why you buying 2? Look how cold it done got. Look how cold it got where this plastic is that hard. See that? You want to keep your greenhouse warm over the night? Look how tight that is now because it done got cold. Leave that just like that. Boom. There it is. And I'm going to prove to y'all that we had it at, it was 70 something degrees all night. I've been recording everything so I can prove it to you that this been working. It's been 44 and 45 degrees every night for the last week. And we ain't had no problem. I ain't even used none of my diesel fuel at all. So I'm just telling y'all, they warning you, you better start listening. They warning you. I told my wife, I brought the chickens here. She didn't even know I did this. She came out of her office and came back from a trip and seen this. She said, "What, you bring the chickens here?" Yep. We need 2 of everything. We need chickens here. We need chickens on the land. We need fruit trees here. We need fruit trees on the land. We need tropicals here, tropicals on the land. We need bees here, bees on the land. Honey here, honey on the land. Everything I got is double. The reason why everything is double is because if I have to leave, I just leave this whole thing behind. Here's the bananas that we took down today. I dug up and we gonna put away. My bees full of honey. I got one more harvest on my beehives. And I got trees full of, I can't go all the way out there because the internet will cut off. But let me do this. Trees full of persimmons, 2 trees full of persimmons and passion fruit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come out here real quick for a heartbeat. I'm gonna keep it high. Can y'all see it? Is the internet still on? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. Look at that. Look how big my persimmons is. How much would that cost you in the store? How much would this cost you in any store? How much? Look at that. That's golden. This is what it looks like when you grow it yourself. Now, I'm gonna take y'all around here real quick. I got 1 pomegranate left, still hanging on. I don't know why I missed that, how I missed that one. Stick with me, because I'm gonna show you. Y'all with me? Can you see? Full of oranges, full of citrus, growing in the ground every winter. No problem. Every winter. You see it? Every winter. Every winter. Every year. Owari satsumas. Owari satsumas. That's a couple different graft. onto the Owari. This is my Brown Select. Oranges, Satsuma oranges. So all I'm saying is, hey, I'm doing my part, you know? I'm playing my part, I'm playing my position, and there's a lot of people out there that still think this is a game, right? I say good luck to them. But I'm telling you, all them people that ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, and they think it's been a joke all the time, still trying to impress people, going out buying jewelry and hair and nails, and stay away from me. I'ma hurt your feelings. Stay away from me. Telling you, I'm not a mean person. But if you tell me some stupid stuff like that, I ain't gonna tell you nothing good. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that's gonna make you feel better about yourself. Okay? So, I'm about to set up a post right now for the elderberry cuttings. If you want them, I have plenty. This year, thank you for that, Old Yeller, and thank you for everybody that kept with the super chats. I appreciate everybody. I kept missing them, but I want to say thank you. Grow your own, eat your own. Period. Period. How much is that? How much is that? You know, they ain't $5 each this big. People say, Led, do you still garden? Yes. Why don't we see too much gardening no more? Because I'm established. I'm established. I have my garden growing every year in 2 different locations. But here's the thing. If you don't plant your fruit trees, they'll never get established. You plant the damn tree, you dig a hole, you put the tree in the hole, you cover it up, you water it, and then this happens. And people think it's harder than that. They want to listen to, oh, you need azomite dust and poontang clay and squirrel fur, and you got to do it like this. You got to mix this concoction. No, you don't need none of that shit. You know what you need? You need time to dig a hole. You need a shovel. And you need effort. Put in effort. And that's the part that don't nobody want to do. Get your goof ass up off the couch. Go dig a hole. Buy a tree. Put the tree in the hole. Cover it up with the dirt. And water it and walk away. Sorry about that. People always think it's some kind of damn witch's brew. Tail of squirrel, eye of newt. You don't need none of that bullshit. Just go plant the damn tree. People got trees sitting in their driveway in the bucket, talk about some they ain't sure they know what they doing. Go dig the hole. Put the tree in the hole. Cover it up and water it and walk away. Now go read about the damn tree. then go read about it. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to mess around and leave that damn little tree you got from Home Depot in that bucket until it's a coat rack. It ain't going to be good for nothing but hanging your jacket up on if you leave it in that little ass bucket. But don't nobody want to do that. Don't nobody want to do the easy part. I listened to this one gardener on YouTube, and he said to use this, and he talks like this, and he said what you need is all of these minerals and micronutrients and everything you need, and he has 1 million subscribers, and he talks like this, and he goes so fast, and he said this is what I need to do. You got your dumb ass out there doing stupid shit because he need clicks and views. You need to grow food and he need clicks and views. Y'all don't listen to, you know what? Don't nobody want to listen to me. That's too simple, Led. I even had a sucker years ago say, he said, dig a hole, put the tree in the hole and then water it and walk away. I did say that. 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 And I meant it. Everybody think I'm a master gardener. I'm a master gardener. I went to school for this. I went to school to learn how to do this. I didn't. I didn't. You know what my mama told me? Dig a hole. Put the tree in the hole. And then cover up the tree with the dirt. And then you get the pudding. This ain't no damn rocket science. How many people in elementary school, back in elementary school, did they tell you to do the potato test? The teacher passed out, she had a big ass bag of potatoes. She walked around the classroom, gave everybody a damn potato, and they gave them a paper cup and some toothpicks. She said, stick the toothpicks in the potato, put the potato booty in the water, and then we're going to set them on the windowsill, and we're going to see what they look like in 30 days. How many people remember that? Every school, every student done that. How many people remember that? In 30 days, you got a house plant. You got a whole house plant and it's beautiful. It stank. The water stank. Remember that? The water go to stinking. But you got a beautiful house plant. And then the teacher tell you, go take it home to your mama. But what the teacher didn't tell you was, now when the spring come, put the damn potato in the dirt. It's going to give you more potatoes. Over and over and over again for the rest of your life. The potato that 3rd grade, 4th grade teacher gave me could have fed my family for the rest of my entire life. And I didn't know that. Because everybody think that you need tractors. You need a mule with that thing around his neck pulling this. You don't need none of that bullshit, man. You just need somebody to break it down to you like this. Get a shovel, dig a hole, plant a tree, cover it up, water it, and eat. People don't understand. They don't want to hear that. That's too simple, Led. Led, that's too simple, because the other guy said I need azomite dust and poontang hair and the fur of a yeti elk. And they said I need the hoof of a reindeer. You got to be kidding me. And now you go all around social media and you hear these fools talking that bullshit. And you know what? They talk that, but then they looking for clicks and views. They want you to think that they got some knowledge that you can't obtain without them. So they start telling you stupid shit. What do you do? What do you do? You go out and buy every doggone piece of whatever that they said. You like, dang, did he say poontang hair? Okay. You going to every store you can find and getting all of this expensive crap. You end up spending $400. You end up spending $400 on a $20 tree. And then you come to me from that person and say, Led, I planted this tree like 3 years ago. I still ain't got no fruit. And you ain't going to. You know why? I'm going to tell you why you ain't got no fruit and you ain't going to get none. You got a spoiled ass tree. Let me break this down to you. This is my gardening game of the day. You know why you ain't going to never get no fruit? Because you got a spoiled ass tree. You know who always get by in the roughest times? Poor people. The poor people that ain't never got no food, they ain't never got the right nutrients, they ain't never got the right channels to get them by. So you know what they do? They make a way. They fight through the system. They fight through the process, and they always find a way. Poor people do. You know who always the first one to jump off that? You know who, I had to change that. You know who always the ones to do that swan dive off of that really tall bridge with no parachute? Rich people. The reason why rich people always do that swan dive, or they want to part their hair, put a part in their hair with that G17, is because they've been fed lobster, shrimp, and steak and caviar their whole life. So when they have to break down and eat hot dogs and beanie weenies, them mugs can't fix it. That's what ultimately leads them to their demise. If they don't do it by their own hands, their guts can't they guts can't handle it, can it? Their guts can't handle beanie weenies and spam and shit. You give a rich person some spam, them mugs, they turn green, they belly go to turning, they get the bubble guts, be doo-doo on themselves. But a person that grew up in the shit, in the struggle, they can eat dirt, they can eat bugs, they can wipe their butts with the yellow pages in the phone book, and they ain't got a problem with it. They can take one sock off, wipe their butt, and ain't nobody be the wiser. But the thing about the poor people is they can also turn around and eat the caviar. They can eat the lobster. They can eat the shrimp. They can eat the steak and be just as cool as them eating beanie weenies. So you can't go the other way. So I'm saying all this to say this. Your trees ain't no different. If you start your trees out eating all that high protein, high nourishment, high of this, high what's the word I'm looking for? If you keep giving all these trees all these super nutrients, oh, it's going to flourish. It's going to flourish. And that's why some people got trees just flourishing, crazy, beautiful fruit, and it's green, it's leafy, no insects and stuff. Yeah. You miss one feeding of that, though. Buxton. You miss one feeding of not giving them, hey, maybe your job is a little shaky right now, so you can't go and buy that expensive compost. So what you do, you sit here and turn around and start trying to go to Walmart and give it some black cow. That tree ain't taking that black cow. You've been feeding this tree, what is that stuff called? Frog with the frog on it. You've been feeding them that $30 a 5-pound bag of that frog compost for the last 5 years. That tree ain't about to do nothing for you. Put no black cow on it. If you pee on it, it might die. But you know the trees that do the best? A struggle tree. The tree that you dug a hole, you put the tree in the hole, you covered it up, and you watered it. You kept it alive, barely. You gave it just enough to keep it alive. That's it, happy frog. You gave that tree just enough to stay alive. By the time that tree get thick, it don't need you no more. It's living off the land. It's living off the earth. It's living off the world. And you know what the best thing about those same trees? They don't be having no insects. They don't be having no diseases. They don't be having no problems. And they just every year throw the fruit. Every freaking year. Every year they giving the vegetables every single year. Them struggle trees, them is the ones that you don't got to do nothing to. They say, Led, how do you get fruit off your persimmon? What do you feed it? Nothing. How do you get those big old giant pomegranates every year? What do you feed it? Nothing. Nothing. How do you get all those jujubes? How do you get all those peaches? How do you get all those oranges? What do you feed it? Nothing. These is all ghetto trees. They've been struggling since I planted them. My trees know the struggle. Barely getting water, you know. You can say I abuse them. I heard somebody years ago tell me, look at this yard, it's so nasty, it's so dirty, it's so filthy. No fruit. That you ain't gonna get no good fruit out of that land. That same fool said, you'll never get any great fruit out of that. He doesn't even take care of it. He said that fruit is a representation of the person that's growing it. I let him have that. Because it is. I'm a mess. But I'm delicious. I'm a mess. But I'm delicious. And I'm good for you. And you want to know what? I left a little something. Watch there. Watch this. And see, my cycle keep on going around in circles. While everybody playing that bullshit, while the America is falling, I'm still doing the same thing I've been doing for the last 10 years and I ain't changed. Watch there. Look at that. Know what's gonna happen here? They're gonna eat that persimmon. They're gonna eat this food, drink this water. They're gonna go in that container and lay me some eggs. And in the morning, it's Saturday morning tomorrow, right? In the morning, I'm gonna go in that little coop. I'm gonna grab 5 eggs. I'm gonna come in here and cook my wife some breakfast. Because it's this simple. I planted these. Look, my wife just planted this lettuce. My wife planted this maybe 2 weeks ago. I think she even put a video out. Lettuce. Don't tell her I ate none. My wife planted all this lettuce. She just planted this because she's successful planting. Look at them oranges. All them oranges down there. And if I want me a duck dinner, I'm gonna go out there and get me some. But just because I don't have the sweet words to tell you how I do this, my system ain't valid. Because I don't put on a show. The show is whack. Man, pecans up the wazoo. Pecans, pears, peaches, plums, Let me show you something. I told y'all before. I told y'all how many people want to grow onions, how easy it is to grow onion. And some of y'all will remember this and some of y'all won't. This been about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I think. Let me show you something. Man, that persimmon was so good. Let me show you something. My asparagus grow back every year. 8 years ago, I put these green onions in this bucket. How many people remember that? 8 years ago or longer. 8 years ago, these green onions have been in this bucket. Go back and look at the video if you can't, and you'll find it. You could tell me when it was. Thank you for that, SoCal guy. Precious, you probably been around long enough. Guess where I got these green onions? Thank you for that, Precious, my sister. Guess where I got these green onions from? Out of my refrigerator. I sat there and I cut them up, and I can't remember what I made, something like an omelet or something. And I took the butt ends of them and I put them in. This is that same bucket from that same video. This is that same bucket from Walmart, that laundry tub. Because here go the handles. They been gone. But here go where the handle's supposed to be. This is that same bucket. These are the same onions. We don't water them. We don't feed them. They die down a little bit in when it get really cold, and they spring back up in the same. Guess what? Let me show you this. Can't lie. Can't lie to this. I ain't even added no soil. They done ate the soil all the way down. The soil used to be way up here. They done ate the soil all the way down that, shoot, almost a foot down. That's been there. Don't quote me. It's definitely been over 6 years, but I want to say about 8 years. That is the same onions out of the refrigerator. I can't make that up. Led, what do you feed it? How do you keep it alive? How to make it grow faster? How do you... Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop listening to the guy that talks like this. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Let's grow some freaking tomatoes. Yeah, come on. Man, what you gotta be doing all that bullshit for, man, to grow? You just trying to grow some tomatoes. You too happy. You hyped up about this some bullshit. What you so... And people say, oh, Led hating. I ain't hating, man. That's some bullshit. Don't nobody do that. Don't nobody do. You see I just got that doggone persimmon? How big that sucker was? I sat there, I showed you, and I ate it. I didn't come out, oh my God, they're blowing up. Wait till you see me show it. Come on, gang. On that bush, man. People just want to be entertained. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that people is out there on that clicks and views, I'm telling you, you know how many people is out there done stole my chili dog method and called it something else? Like, I just came up with this method. Out of the blue. I've been doing the chili dog method for years. I invented that. I came up, but you know how many people out there? Yeah, I just came up with this out of the blue, and I just thought I should show the world. You get a sandwich bag, okay? You get some string or some zip ties, all right? You want some aluminum foil. They telling you the same shit I told them. They entertaining you because they already know who said it first. They listening to you lie to them. And it's a bunch of them out there that don't look like me talking about something. They invented that. But that lets you see you on that clicks and views. You ain't real. You ain't trying to help the people. You trying to lie to them so you can get clicks and views so you can get paid. Because if it was real, you would have told people, I seen this dude online. You didn't even have to say my name. I seen this guy online do this, and man, it blew me away. And I had to try it. It's another dude famous here on YouTube too right now, and he was like, "Yeah, I just invented this," and I'm like, You did." Now the same people watch you watch me. And he out there teaching people it. Seen a dude with a diesel heater the other day. Talking about some, yeah, and I came up with an idea to put a can around the tube so it doesn't burn my window. Motherfucker, y'all is, you know what? Y'all will never stop stealing. Y'all was born to steal and you will die a thief. You was born a thief and you will die a thief. Remember one thing now. Remember one thing. And this is my word. Sometimes the parasite forgets he's a parasite. Sometimes he actually starts believing he's the host. He's been living so good off of everybody else's talent and nutrients for so long that he starts to believe that he is the host. He's not the parasite. And then he starts to show you how it is to be a host. You're not a host, you're a parasite. And I'm going to tell you this. Over years, the parasites forgot they were parasites. And they think that they can do this gangster shit by themselves. And they keep forgetting the main thing. You're a parasite. Everything you do is stolen. Everything you say is stolen. Every skill you got is stolen. You have no identity of your own. You have no culture of your own. You have nothing of your own that was yours. Everything that you've done in all of history has been stolen. You are a parasite because you cannot live on your own by your own means. You have to feed off of something or somebody else to survive. Every other culture is walking around was doing fine by themselves. Why? Because they were hosts. They were full of everything that a parasite need to survive. And that's social media now. The only problem is people that's been around a long time know the parasite from the host. They looking at you trying to teach people how to be a host, and they like, listen, you know I've been around since you was a parasite. Nothing has changed. You're still a parasite. You think you can survive without the host. You can't. What is them things called to be on the shark? Morays. Morays that be plunged onto the shark. Them can't live by themselves. A leech. Leech can't live by itself, and leech need blood. Look at a mosquito. Mosquito can't live by itself and need blood. You a parasite. You can't do nothing out here by yourself. You need other people's blood to survive. And people get that mixed up too. Right? So let me stop. I'm going to just say this and end this with this. I didn't want to be on here even this long. Please, you've been warned. Y'all better take these warnings more serious. If you have not started a garden, please go start a garden. I don't care if it's this late. I'm not going to tell you it's too late. I'm just going to keep on telling you, please go get your garden together. Please go grow something. Hey, listen to this. Listen to me, y'all. This ain't about your pride, okay? If you can't grow nothing by seeds, fuck it. If you don't know how to grow anything by seeds, go to your local nursery or Home Depot or Lowe's and buy a whole plant. But don't even buy the little plant. Buy the one that's already about 2 feet big, a big old broccoli or something. Just go ahead and spend the money and buy you about 6 of them broccolis. Buy you about 6 bunches of them mustard green. I don't care, man. This ain't about pride. This is about right and wrong, and this is an emergency. If you don't know what you doing, go to your local nursery, Or go to your big box store and just go buy. You know how they sell them big ass tomato plants that's already got tomatoes on them? Man, just buy that, motherfucker, man. Just buy it. You know what I mean? Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. Just go buy the whole tomato plant. Hey, listen, you ain't gonna get nothing. I ain't gonna tell you nothing bad. You ain't gonna get no bad information from me. I'm not gonna sit here and say, man, he ain't even grow it. He went and bought that. I don't care. Go get a whole fruit tree that already got apples on that boy. Go out there and get you a persimmon tree that already got persimmons on it. I don't care. Go out there and get a mango tree already full of mangoes. So what? It's too late for all that, man, that pride shit, man. This ain't no contest. You know what the only contest you in right now is whether you live or not. The only contest you in right now is either whether you gonna live through this next year or not. This ain't about you having to impress me. You don't gotta send me no damn emails, talk about some look at my peach tree. No. Send your kid an email in their lunchbox. Put some peaches in his lunchbox. You ain't gotta send me shit. You ain't impressing me. Go, I appreciate it. I appreciated that I was able to help you or whatever, but it ain't about me. I got mine. Impress your kids without their bellies grumbling. You understand what I'm saying? That kid opened up that lunchbox and they done cut off school lunches. He opened that lunchbox and got about 4 nice peaches in there, boy. You winning. You winning. He come home for lunch and you got some stew from the garden boiling on the pot. You winning. You ain't got to impress me or nobody else on social media. Only people you need to be impressing right now is your children and your family. If some food is in the refrigerator and some food pulling out the garden, you winning. Because out here, they still want you to think, come on, gang, we can grow it up. Yeah. Man, shut up. Thank you for that, Suzette. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to miss that. Damn, that's bright, too. I couldn't miss that. Thank you, Suzette. I'm going to say this. It's a bunch of great, practical, normal gardeners on this platform right here. That's good friends of mine. You know them as well as I know them. Please go listen to their knowledge. Even if their video was long like mine, go listen to that. Listen, you know what make listening to a long video better? Listen to it with pen and paper and write stuff down. You know we all long-winded. Man, go start writing stuff down. So in between the jokes, in between the garbage we talking, in between the gossip, man, write down some shorter for you. All right? It's like a paint by numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's a paint by numbers. But please go check out all these wonderful gardeners here on YouTube, man. I know a lot of them out here. These gardeners, these homesteaders, these farmers, these backyard gardeners. And you know something, I'm going to say this too. And let's not even sleep. Thank you for that, Dorothy. Thank you. Let's not sleep on these new folks. It's a bunch of new, up-and-coming young gardeners, up-and-coming young homesteaders. Man, go watch them too. Us old folks can learn something from them too, right? So, if you're looking for elderberry, again, everybody raise their hand so I know how much work I got to do. If you're looking for elderberry, raise your hand. If you want to buy some elderberry, raise your hand. Let me see how much work I got to do. Nikki says, you right, Led. I stop babying my plants and my veggies start growing. It's simple. Stop pampering them. Oh, okay. All right. Elderberries. All right, everybody. Go look at my website. I'm going to put my website, and it's going to be in the first pinned comment in the comment section. My website is going to be in the first pinned comment in the comment section and in the description box. I'm going to put my website in there so you can go and purchase some elderberry. I got some left. I'm keeping a lot of it myself this year, but because of what's going on. But I'm gonna sell the rest because I don't want nothing to happen to it. So everybody looking for elderberry, be watching for the post right after this video. All right. With that being said, Live Farmer 73. I love y'all. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. You've been warned. You better just start listening.